The following podcast is scheduled for 4 segments with a 2-hour time limit. Approaching the ring, weighing in at 17 subscribers, it is the NWE Podcast.
Hold on now.
We don't always talk about wrestling, but when we do, we hate it. Welcome, I am your host,
feel that
Bullen.
you're stat padding us right now. You know for a fact we ain't at 17
I
no
am
more.
your
My mom
host,
just
Bullen.
unsubscribed, bruh.
With
Alright.
Goosh.
This show.
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all.
This is
And
terrible.
Snoop.
I have a
Podcast.
I have a public service announcement. Two things. Number one, stop stat padding us. We got 15. Your
Look,
mother and your
okay,
grandmother
I'm just-
unsubscribed.
Okay.
Number two.
No.
Number
For
two,
shoot,
this
to
is the
anyone
big one.
listening, we have people listening in the audience while we record this, and these fucking assholes unsubscribe while we're recording. So
Let me bring up the second thing. You said 2 hours?
starting off with this
Everyone-
week in wrestling, we're gonna be talking about
you
the
got me
draft
fucked.
that WWE decided to bring back. So we're gonna be talking about last week's SmackDown as well as the previous one that just happened 2 days ago.
So we got 2 weeks
More or
wrestling
less,
in
yeah.
2 weeks.
I mean, we don't have to talk about the matches on the previous SmackDown. We can just Okay, I'm fine with it. Okay. So we're going to be talking about the rounds of the draft first, and then I'll talk about the SmackDown. So starting off with round 1, Roman Reigns is drafted to SmackDown, obviously. Big
already
E
know.
One pick all time.
and the WWE Champion Big E is drafted to Raw, of course. And Charlotte Flair is drafted to SmackDown next, with Bianca Belair
Ooh.
being drafted to Raw.
No. Listen. Let me talk about that first round draft pick. First pick in the draft. Tribal Chief, head of the table. Yeah, listen, y'all already know how I feel about the Tribal Chief, man. If he was to fuck my bitch, hey, I'm encouraging it. You need snacks? Hey, I got him with snacks.
Hey,
Ah.
if he need some juice in the middle, I'm gonna run my ass down to the kitchen and get him
Shit.
something for real.
No,
I'll make sure it's
shit.
Sunny D.
We don't got juice? Going to the grocery store, buying like 5 packs of them just for Roman. But you know what? It don't even matter like that. You keep going. I just wanted to put it out there. Shout out to the Tribal Chief for real.
Round 2, SmackDown drafts Drew McIntyre, and
Boof.
Raw drafts the Raw Tag Team Champions RK Bro.
Really now.
And then SmackDown drafts the New Day of Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, with
Boof.
Raw drafting Edge.
Boof.
Boo.
And then we get into round 3, Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss are signed to SmackDown.
Greatest of all time.
The greatest tag
Said
team.
bad cap.
That's what it
You already
says.
know how I feel. You already know how I feel about
Where
Matt Moss.
I haven't been following the product when it came to this guy. What happened? Why is he madcap now?
I don't know.
Well, this is former 24/7 champion Riddick Moss.
We know this, but that's not the question.
Well, no, because Goosh is asking questions for no reason. What do you mean? Why is he madcap now? This dude's on SmackDown. He's killing the game, beating up Kevin Owens, who is on his way out. And it's just, that's how the thing go, you know?
You're not answering the question.
What you talking about, son? I'm answering.
The question is, why is his name Bad Cat Boss now?
because he's filled with
What? He's what?
he's got that,
I rest my case. Thank you very much,
good.
Jordan Mays.
No,
right.
no, I got you.
Great
man. I'll
analysis.
look it up right now. No, I'll tell you right now. Hold on. I'll tell you right now.
Twitter.com/why is Mad Cat Moss Mad Cat Boss?
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Women's Tag Team Champions Rhea Ripley and Nikki Ash are drafted to Raw.
Oh, you don't know right now. I'm gonna tell you right now why you named Madcap Moss. Sir, here you go. Madcap Moss is a better athlete than you are, and he's all too happy to let you know it. A stud competitor his entire life, Moss instilled fear into opposing squads on the gridiron as a linebacker for the University of Minnesota Golden Gophers. Choose it to employ his genetic gifts in a new arena. He traded his football cleats for wrestling boots after being recruited into the WWE Performance Center. Whether in the ring or in the gym, Moss craves a platform or wish to show the WWE Universe what a true elite athlete looks like. Moss's power and explosiveness makes him a dangerous superstar inside the square circle, and they've also earned him multiple wins in the annual WWE Performance Center Combine.
Okay.
Okay,
I
but
should
why
cut
is he
all of
Mac
that,
Cat Moss?
honestly. I should cut all
Why
that.
is his name Mac Moss?
All right,
Why is
then.
his name Mac
Well,
Moss?
after a 10-year on Raw that included a 24/7 championship reign, Moss
Yeah, this is the part where you can just fast forward and it's gonna be all fast squeaky
while
noise.
serving as Happy Corbin's right-hand man. Moss
This
may
is-
be ready to make
We will have a
big-time
chapter.
imprint
We will
on
have a
his
chapter
and
made
muscle
so you can
and
skip to
around
the
on
next
his thighs,
chapter.
only by his ego. And if you ignorant niggas don't shut the fuck up while I'm talking about Madcap Moss, somebody gonna feel on my rap.
All right, bro.
So why is he mad and have a
Yeah,
lot
well-
of cap?
she look. He didn't even answer her question.
He's named Madcap Moss because he's got a dick up his ass. That's
Thank
probably
you
why.
for answering our question. Finally, god damn. Yeah, see, look, it didn't even take that long. It wasn't that hard. All right, what's the next?
So
what
the
happened?
second pick of round 3 for SmackDown is Hit Row.
Let me tell you something. A lot of people are going to say.
Hero.
A lot of people are going to say that Raw won the draft. No, they did not, because they don't have Top Dollar. They don't have B-Fab. They don't have Adonis, and they don't have
Auntie
Swerve.
the Adonis. That's something different. I'll tell
Okay,
you right
but
now.
They got no Top Dollar.
No
let me
top
tell you.
dollar.
And then Raw drafts Keith Bearcat Lee.
Okay, yeah, whatever. But
Those are two
is that
great
Top Dollar?
drafts.
Round 4, Naomi to SmackDown, the Mysterios to Raw, Jeff Hardy to SmackDown,
Yes,
and
sir.
Austin Theory to Raw.
Again, like I said, SmackDown most definitely won because we got Jeff Hardy. And we got No More Words.
And then
Well,
there were
Raw
some
got-
more people announced on Talking Smack, but no one cares about that.
Nope.
So let's talk about the matches on that SmackDown.
Huh?
There's a
swear to God, you said we
top
weren't doing
dollar defeats Cedric Alexander.
Oh, yes, sir. Listen, man.
That was a dark match, by
Again,
the way.
Listen, like I've been telling y'all since day one, Top Dollar is Top Dollar. For real.
And another
lot
dark
of
match,
top
Zia
dollar.
Lee defeats Dakota Kai. Keith Lee defeats Steve Somerset.
Bro, what happened on Raw? What's the draft picks on Raw, bro?
Wait, we got to talk about the singles match between Happy Corbin and Kevin Owens, where Happy Corbin takes up a big win. There's an 8-man tag. No, I don't care about any of this.
Yeah, it took up a big amount of my fucking time.
You pissing me off. What happened on Rampage? I forgot.
Man, let's talk about Raw's draft. Okay. They round 1, night 2 of the draft. Becky Lynch is drafted to Raw. The
Oof.
Usos are drafted to SmackDown thanks to Paul
We
E.
the ones. We the ones for real. We the
Bobby
ones.
Lashley is drafted to Raw, and Sasha
Oof.
Banks is drafted to SmackDown.
Boof.
Seth Rollins to Raw. King
Boof.
Nakamura with Rick Books to SmackDown. Damian
Boof.
Priest to Raw, and Sheamus to
Boof.
SmackDown.
Boof.
Round 3, AJ Styles and Omos go to Raw. Shayna Baszler
Boof.
to SmackDown. Kevin
Boof.
Owens goes to Raw, and Gia Lee is
Boof.
drafted to SmackDown.
Boof. 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 Boof.
Round 4, Street Profits to Raw. The Viking
Boof.
Raiders to SmackDown.
Mega boof.
Finn Balor to Raw. And
Loser ass loser.
Ricochet to SmackDown.
Boof as fuck.
Round 5,
Listen.
Karrion Kross to Raw. Humberto
Loser.
Carrillo and Angel Garza to SmackDown.
Who?
Alexa Bliss, unfortunately, drafted to Raw. And
Boof.
Cesaro goes to SmackDown.
Don't care.
And in the final round, Carmella goes to Raw.
Mm-hmm.
I have no clue who Rich Holland is, but they're on SmackDown now.
True.
Gable Stevenson is on Raw, and Sami Zayn
Don't
is on
care.
SmackDown.
I don't care.
So those are the main drafts of the the draft, of course.
I think you're forgetting one simple thing. Brock
SmackDown
Lesnar,
won? Oh,
because of course Paul Heyman. We got to remember because of Paul Heyman is a free
allegedly.
agent. Allegedly, of course, he's a free agent. But
Yeah.
before this, Jeff Hardy was about to have an interview. Then Brock Lesnar said, "Step off. I'm gonna whip your ass."
Speaking of
Jeff
Jeff Hardy, Jeff Hardy loses a championship match against Damian Priest for the United States Championship on this Raw. Shayna
Via
Baszler
roll-up.
defeats Dana Brooke. Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo.
Anal Garza.
Anal Garza. They defeat
What the
Mansoor
fuck?
and Mustafa Ali in 1 minute and
What?
45 seconds.
What is this? What is this? Oh, talk about pause. What is this?
What did you send me?
The Suplexorcist.
Bullet, I'm gonna need you. Bullet, can you please pop Bullet with your
picture of
editing?
this.
Yeah, you please listen.
The Suplexorcist, dude. Come
What the
on.
fuck is this?
This is
What
why
are you
Roman
talking
Reigns
about?
is the greatest of
You
all
don't get this
time.
bullshit on my face, bitch.
Hold
The
on, bro.
Suplexorcist.
I know y'all not disrespected your tribal chief right now.
Look at that.
That shit hard. Like my dick for Roman Reigns.
All right.
Biggie and Drew McIntyre defeat Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. Nikki Ash
don't
and Rhea
forget-
Ripley defeat
Are you
Natalia and
talking about
Tamina.
Hold on. Don't you be Big E and Big D?
I was about to say. Drew
Oh yeah,
McIntyre
Big
called
E and
himself
Big D. Man, yeah. I don't even want to talk about it. It's terrible.
Nigga,
Big D. Come on now.
Yeah,
I'm old.
Drew
Big
McIntyre
D.
calls himself Big D after Big E says
That
Big E's.
big cock. Chief McIntyre.
Cheap
Said,
Heat.
yeah, I'm Big D, big fat fucking gonker, and Big E
Mm.
Langston, y'all.
Cheapest
Mm.
fucking pop of all time. The New Day defeats the Hurt Business in 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Bianca Belair defeats Charlotte Flair by DQ. And
Hold on, bro.
I don't care about the
You
dark
get-
match.
Hold on, bro. You can get the bloodline little gimmick as a poster? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I swear to God, every podcast you start talking about Fed merch for someone who hates
Oh.
the Fed so much, dude.
Who said I hate the Fed? Who said I hate the Fed?
Oh nah.
I gotta cut all this shit out.
Who said I hate the Fed? Nah, you ain't cutting none of this out. I'm a firm.
Yeah,
I'm
this
a
is why
firm
this is
believer-
why our last pod's sitting at like 20 views.
I'm a firm believer of the tribal chief.
20's generous.
No, we talking about.
AEW Dynamite, the Elite defeat Bryan Danielson, Christian Cage, and the Jurassic Express. In an AEW TNT title match, Sammy Guevara successfully defends against Bobby Fish. Darby Allin, I don't care about him. Serena Deeb defeats Hikaru Shida, stopping
Hold on,
her
I'm
from
gonna
winning
talk-
her 50th match
Yeah,
in
I wanted to talk
AEW.
about this for a second. I truly love the gimmick of her losing when she was trying to go for a 50 win. I hope this story. I hope AEW is smart enough to make it a storyline where Hikaru Shida just cannot get that 50th win for the longest. I hope it goes for a year.
Yeah. She even I even said like it's gonna be a great heel thing if she grabs that little like glass thing and smacks her on the head with it, and that's exactly what she fucking did. It was fucking great.
Man,
But,
they like had a like and like the fucking AEW, there's like chime-in crowd noises like the Fed, and there's like "You deserve it" on standby, and one of the fucking sound crew accidentally cue it up right then and there after she gets fucking nailed with the like fucking trophy thing.
Do you think that AEW wanted Hikaru Shida to win? If that's why they already had to boot it up.
You deserve it.
Getting
She's
her
fucking
ass-
laying there unconscious with a broken ass trophy.
Yeah, they're assholes out there, man. She's a trash.
And in the finale, a casino chip floating above the
What
ring
did you just
match.
say? Hold on, what?
In a casino chip floating above the ring match,
We're gonna talk about this later.
Adam Page comes out of nowhere to successfully win, defeating Andrade Del Idol, John Moxley, Lance Archer, Matt Hardy, and Orange Cassidy, and Pac.
Andrade Del Taco.
Del Idol.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. You like that?
Andrade del Mexico Taco Burrito.
Yeah.
This is one thing I want to point out about the fucking match is how like when every time the fucking timer was up and someone was ready for the ladder, it was so painfully obvious that they're waiting for the next person. Because Lance Archer was there in the ring for like fucking eons, and they were just waiting for fucking John Moxley. Like, he's just staring. He puts up the ladder, walks around it, spreads his legs, and just fucking stands there and just waits for John Moxley.
He truthfully
I hate
could
how
have won the
stupid
match.
Wrestlers are because that's the only. When I was watching the match, the only gimmick I was thinking of was if it's the first two people. It's like who was it that started the match? Orange and Pac, right?
Yeah.
There was like one moment where Orange was in the ring by himself, I think, And I'm simply like, why the
Klein.
fuck would I wait on 5 other people? Why won't I just win the match right here?
That's what we were all saying.
It's not because it's not like what's it God the match has to go when all 7 people are in. No, you can win the match like right there.
Yeah.
So it's stupid. It's very dumb, but Hangman won. That's
Shout
what
out to the Hangman.
By the way,
Hang-
getting into SmackDown, according to CageMatch.net, Keith Lee defeats 3 question marks in a dark match.
Are they are so unknown that we don't even know their name.
We haven't unlocked the DLC yet.
But this is the most local of local competitors. Nobody knows who the fuck this is.
At least when he squashed that competitor here in Arizona, there's people who went out searching for the name. This cat was just straight up unknown.
Wait,
I
where
don't
was
even
this
think he
at?
belonged to a Fed.
Oh, this is San Jose. They just grabbed some fucking dude fucking mowing on lawn or something to say, hey, you're fucking working a match, bro.
They said, "Hey, go do something."
How much do they pay these guys, by the way? That's what I want to know.
Like $10.
Like these are talent. These are actual talents that have to be booked, and I'm sure they're gonna be stingy because oh, you guys got Fed money. They're gonna take like $500, like at most.
Damn, I'm on
I
Cage
doubt
Match as Bullen's on Cage Match, and I'm looking at these time frames. God damn, they don't care about the women. They
Yeah.
do not care about the women.
So the first round of the King of the Ring tournament, we start out with Sami Zayn defeating Rey Mysterio. And in the Queen's Crown tournament,
Hold on,
which is
real quick,
the female
can
equivalent.
you say the times?
Oh, I'll say the times. Don't worry, I'll say them.
First of all, 17 Rey Mysterio was 7 minutes and 58 seconds. I want you to have that in your brain.
Yeah, 7 minutes and 58 seconds. The following match, the Queen's Crown tournament, first round, Zelina Vega defeats Toni Storm in 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
That's awesome.
Directly afterwards, Carmella defeats Liv Morgan in 1 minute and 40 seconds.
Yikes.
And then back in the King of the Rings tournament, Finn Balor defeats Cesaro in 11 minutes and 25 seconds.
I want Jordan to repeat what he said before about how Roman had a longer entrance than 2 of the women's
Well,
matches combined.
first of all, I'd like to point out, right, and I do genuinely think that the women should have been given more time. Easily, they should have been given more time. But Roman Reigns, when his music hit, place went nuts. And I
That's
said,
true.
you know what? The women getting 5 minutes ain't so bad because the tribal chief taking 15 is good enough. So, I mean, look, if you want your reasoning for why the women got a total of 5 minutes, just go watch that Roman Reigns entrance. Watch the whole segment.
They didn't
And
even
that's
get
exactly
5
why you
minutes.
know.
They didn't even get
You know
4.
That's exactly how you know. Head of the table, tribal chief. I mean, he is SmackDown a lot. He is SmackDown to me. So I mean,
The
look,
WWE for me. I know what you're talking
yeah.
about.
So look, you know what I mean,
Truly the Fed. Oh yeah,
Hey.
and also in that promo, Roman told Paul, "Hey, tell Brock Lesnar he a bitch. Say it to the camera, you a bitch."
I mean, look, man, with
Brock Lesnar,
no
bitch.
disrespect whatsoever, it's just
Business.
they ain't Roman Reigns.
Mm.
If you're
ain't
not dead or
Reigns, then you
Roman
don't
Reigns, you're not getting a match.
care. You're not. I'm sorry. No reasonable time. You're just not Roman Reigns. You know, it happens. But I don't know. Try again next year.
Yeah, you got next time.
I also want to bring up how fucking like small these brackets are this year. Like we're already in the semifinals at this point. That's how fucking small these brackets are. It's insane.
These brackets
I don't understand.
stink, and the matchups stink, and it's just
First of all,
I didn't know.
all
I
I'm
was
gonna say is this:
They put
Yeah,
their
I'm-
most talented mid carders in this tournament, and
I want
they're not going to
everybody-
win either way, despite who fucking like
want
advances. Because if you get these
everybody.
like bigger name people, I should
I
say,
want everybody
Like-
to listen to me right now.
what?
This is, as said, is definitely a public service announcement. I want WWE to listen to me very carefully. If Xavier Woods do not win the King of the Ring, somebody will get a phone call and a bombing at their headquarters.
I hear
That
you.
is it. That is all. Let the black man be king. That is it.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Hey, you think they're gonna do Xavier versus Kofi in the semifinals?
I mean, if they do, I mean that'd be interesting. Kofi knows that.
Xavier should win.
Yeah, most definitely. Just to lose that crown jewel to Finn Balor. Yeah, I think I like
Xavier
that.
was gonna lose to the Demon.
Of course.
I don't think anybody should lose to the Demon anymore.
I think the demon sucks.
I wanted to point out, like, I'm trying to remember. It was what's his name? Fucking Chris Danker. He tweeted out on Twitter. He was like, "Dude, Cesaro and fucking Xavier wins in the finals. Let's go!" Literally an hour later, after fucking Cesaro loses, this man just tweets out a fucking frowny face. Oh man, we already know Xavier Woods ain't fucking winning. I'm
No,
so
he's not.
sorry for this dude.
No, he's not.
Sadly,
He's not.
they cannot put the black man as king.
Yeah. AEW Dynamite.
There was
What happened
another
on the
Dynamite.
show?
Wait, what?
Not Dynamite, Rampage. I'm stupid.
Oh.
Double
There was-
dynamite, double jeopardy.
Double
We'll get to that.
Dynamite.
Mm-mm,
Oh, yeah, speaking of
no.
which, Dynamite's on Saturday this week. It's gonna be pretty interesting.
That's
Ew!
terrible news, bro.
It is.
I think we should
Without
record
a doubt.
directly after Saturday night Dynamite.
Yeah,
I
that's
think,
what
I
I
you're
think
saying.
you're gonna catch me.
Nope.
Hey,
All right,
man.
so starting off with AEW Rampage, I noted down Snoop is dumb because he thought that CM Punk was not gonna come out in the pants.
Bro, don't talk to me.
Yeah, so yeah, fucking Snoop. I also wrote Snoop hates Jericho. Why is this all about Snoop?
I hate Jericho. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you said something. Oh yeah, because Jericho was being a dumbass his entire time on commentary. But
Yeah, I have my
What do you do?
reasonings.
they need to take him
Start
off.
screaming at assume. I don't watch it, but I know how Jericho does commentary. He just screams at half the shit, and no one's gonna tell him to stop.
Yeah.
It's Chris Jericho.
Man, shut up. Who cares?
All right. So Jordan, I need you backing me up here. This was against Daniel Garcia, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. I'm bad with a lot of names. So this match, CM Punk versus Daniel
We
Garcia.
know. Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Mr.
was
NSA,
Shut
black
up.
and white. Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Go
So
on then.
it was a good match. It was actually a really fucking good match. They started off kind of slow, but it was like the good kind of slow, not like he just put him in a headlock and just sat there for like 10 minutes. It was actually like a methodical back and forth kind of chain grappling type shit that was actually kind of interesting. It kept me in it. So at some point, they say we're going to a special 90-second break.
This commercial break is so special.
Yeah.
This is a special 90-second commercial break.
That was 90 seconds. A commercial break is 90 seconds. What is so special?
Yeah, I hate.
I
hate
don't
wrestling
think there's
sometimes.
anything. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that I hate more than picture in picture. I think it's the worst.
Picture in picture literally can go home. Just go. Just leave. Stop coming. No more.
Yeah.
I think there was a picture in picture during the Derby match, like on the previous Dynamite,
And I was fine with that.
and literally we missed the whole fucking finish. Like we just get
Oh.
back, and Darby's like fucking already won at this point because we weren't even on the site we usually use. We were using TSN. It was the Canadian version of them fucking streaming this,
Wait,
and
I
the
think-
ads were so fucking bare bone that we just could not take our eyes off of it, and then we just completely
Oh.
missed the whole match that happened, and it was great.
Real quick, I think we forgot to mention something on Dynamite. How Darby Allin got jumped by the Samoa Joe ninjas.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. He did.
Oh,
You gotta voice up, son.
We have to talk about how
I hate you.
Darby got jumped by the ninjas or TNA that we don't know. We definitely do not know
We
who
have
this
no
is.
clue who these people are.
Just this big ass, bulky ass dude in a mask and a dude in a suit. This is just Donda listeners. They listen to Donda. That's all it was. We don't know who. That's all it was. Yeah, you go.
Plain and
What
simple.
happened?
Okay, so
Plain as-
basically, before I fucking get to the finish, there is one point where Punk does a dive to the outside to 2.0, and Jericho says Sky and Punk, and I legit was just ready to fucking go to bed right there.
God.
Do you now see why I hate Chris Jericho on commentary?
Yeah, I was legit contemplating just going to bed and letting you guys finish it. But yeah,
Damn, man.
it ends pretty cool. Fucking Punk does a pile driver, and then he puts Garcia into an Anaconda device. Or
He should just hit the Pepsi plunge.
Anaconda device. God, dude. You can't catch a fucking break.
Bullen, are you okay?
Anaconda device gonna give me a touchy
Bullen,
roll too.
Bullen, I'm gonna be honest. I truthfully, I don't think you wanted to do this podcast, and I can tell.
I'm speaking faster than I can fucking think. I'm sorry. But he puts him in the Anaconda device for the win. Okay, he taps out. Fucking good match. It was-
Anaconda device. God now.
And then there's something about, oh, right. They were doing like the little gimmick where Leo Rush is fucking rich and like Matt Sydal calls him a junk bond salesman for some reason.
And then Matt.
Jesus.
Oh, we're gonna talk about this Matt Sydal thing real quick, but before that,
We're not.
Leo Rush is like, all right, man. Let me show you something. I'm gonna make you versus CM Punk next week. And Matt Sydal's like, oh, okay, yeah, I bet you would. So next week it would be CM Punk versus Matt Sydal on Rampage as well. Now, Bullen. Let's talk. Let's get the situation.
All right,
out the
let's
way.
get into this
Elephant
gimmick.
in the room.
Okay.
So we're watching, and then someone brings up this definitely happened on WWE, like CM Punk versus Matt Sydal or Evan Bourne. Bullen says, and I quote, "What do you mean? Those are not the same people."
Okay. So
We ripped this nigga's asshole to shreds.
Let me explain my side of the story, okay? So
Dumbass.
I've explained to you guys, I stopped watching wrestling around 2010. I didn't get back into it until like late 2012. So the only time I've really seen Evan Bourne is his baby face looking ass on the PS2, right? And then all of a sudden, 10 years later, I see this guy that looks nothing like him, at least to my opinion. I've never seen him. I don't think I've seen a Matt Sydal match at all. Like I legit just started watching AEW with you guys earlier this year. So
His debut was quite literally like the meme going around the world at this point.
yeah, like the part where he trips on the turnbuckle, I've seen him, but like I don't see his face. I just see like a long-haired dude just drop on his ass cheeks. And I've never heard anyone say, "Oh, that's Matt Sydal." So like legit, I've seen his PS2 render as a kid, and then 10 years later, I see this bearded dude talking to Leo Rush. So I fucking had no clue. I didn't make the connection.
We'll make this.
All right, now I'm probably gonna mess up this next name. Jade Cardell.
Are you-
Dude,
I
that's
learned
enough.
that
That's
disrespect.
enough for you.
Ooh,
That's enough.
I legit don't know her last name. Is it like
you
Car?
have it.
That's enough. That's enough.
Oh
Bullen,
my!
I want you to sit out. I want you to sit out for a couple minutes.
This is why we lost a subscriber.
Jade Cargill.
Jade Cargill faces off against someone. My only.
We should just had Reed. They're both stupid. They're both dumb. We should just got Reed.
My only
Who
note
cares?
for this match is big boot to the stomach because she kicked her in the fucking stomach.
Yeah, Jade Cargill wins. Let's just get on to the next match.
Jade.
So the next
Cargill.
match is The Rock versus Brock Lesnar. Starting off with the match, The Rock comes out with a steel chair and Brian Cage just steps on it when he fucking tries to slide in the ring, which was a pretty good spot. At some point, fucking Brock throws The Rock into some dude's tits in the crowd. And what?
What's your name again? What's your name again?
I need spell check because I fucking accidentally wrote Jook instead of Hook. So
I
That's
swear
gotta
you
be a
have
slur.
to be dumb.
so
gotta
Brian
be a
Hobbs
slur.
and Jook interfere in the match and all that shit.
Don't say that.
So The Rock tries to go for a rock bottom. He hits his head on the turnbuckle and he just fucking starts not gushing, but he starts bleeding, obviously.
Gucci.
And then like fucking Brock picks up The Rock. He's gonna hit him with I don't know something. And then Hook just hits Brian in the fucking nuts. The Rock hits the people's elbow. Match is over. He retains the FTW championship.
Bullen, I'll let you just take like 5 minutes right now. Walk around and like catch your breath. Goddamn, dude.
Out.
Get
I
some
didn't
water,
know what
bro.
that was just happening.
Get some
You
water.
could edit this out. Go walk around for like 5 minutes. I can't with you right now.
I genuinely don't know what just happened. I
Word.
was looking on Twitter, and when I tuned
Bullen.
back into the conversation, he says
Bullen.
The Rock hits the people's elbow and retains the FTW title.
That's what happened.
Bullen,
That is what happened.
Bullen, you're getting benched. You're getting benched.
Look, Snoop, you were there. Did The Rock win the FTW championship?
Yes, The Rock did win the
Exactly.
FTW championship.
Or he retained, rather. Or did he win? Who had it?
Definitely retained.
Okay,
That's
retained.
enough for Rampage. We're moving on.
So yeah, The Rock wins. AEW Rampage goes off the air. Great show. Then we have GCW. I'm not even gonna bother. I'm not even gonna
Here
bother
we
with the name
go.
of GCW because I don't fucking remember the name of the show, and I'm not gonna get called out for it. Okay,
Giga Chad Wrestling.
Giga Chad Wrestling. I don't know the name of the event they did, but it was good.
Pretty much key details, and I'm just gonna.
Leo
spew it
Rush
out real
returned.
quick.
Had a crazy
Leo Rush
match.
returned. It then retired.
Yeah.
Matt Cardona won back his belt after putting his career on the line. GCW's running Hammerstein Ballroom. And Nick Gage and John Moxley fought. John Moxley won, and Nick Gage said, "Hey, bro, I lost. That's
I
it."
hate to interrupt real quickly, but I feel like I do have to bring up because you were talking about the Ricky Starks Brian Cage match. And
No, I was talking about The Rock and Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, okay, son, whatever you say. But after Dynamite, I think it was Dynamite
Rampage.
where Ricky Starks had a segment where he was talking about, oh well, I was very looking forward to wrestling in front of you great Philadelphia fans. We're gonna have a Philadelphia street fight. Brian Cage wasn't here. So Brian Cage shows up anyways. He kicks he chases down Ricky Starks runs away. So Brian Cage takes to Twitter and he says, "Where's the Philly street fight at Starkman Jones?" And Ricky Starks responds, "It's in Philly, you big dumb bitch."
There's that classic Rock wit.
Where is this Philly street fight at? Green Bay, Wisconsin, of course.
Real quick, another thing about that the Philly gimmick. Fucking CM Punk was out here talking about like Philly cheesesteaks. Like, what's going on here? Because he said like Philly cheesecakes.
He was like,
and
you
then he
guys
got
wanna...
an astounding boo. Like, it was mega heat.
All right. So Goosh is also stupid. So the gimmick is CM Punk say, "You want me to wrestle or you want some Philly cheesesteaks?" And everybody's like, "Wrestle, wrestle!" It is. CM Punk say, "Well, go buy your own Philly cheesesteaks because I'm a wrestle." Why
No,
did
'cause
he bring
was
up?
talking about Philly cheesecakes before
Yeah,
that? Because
like
he
he
fucked
said-
up, and he was like, "Philly, is it cheesesteaks or cakes?" And everyone's like, "What the fuck, you poser!" And they just start booing him.
Boo!
It was a good
Boo!
gimmick.
Mm.
So yeah, GCW ends with fucking Mox and Gage. Crazy death match here.
Nick Gage says, "I'm gonna carve you up."
Yeah.
Nick Gage says,
The Gage says.
Gage says this, son. John
Nick Gage
Moxley,
says, shout out to
John-
everyone in the Eastern Bloc, MBK.
Club.
Oh, fucking day.
La 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 la. So yeah, that was Fight
Wrestling
Club.
fucking sucks, dick.
God
I hear
damn,
ya.
I hate this segment so much. This is so long. Jesus Christ.
Well, lucky for you, we're getting straight into our next segment where we talk
Oh yeah,
about
lucky for me, my ass.
the Netflix special. Undertaker
man.
Undertaker
Damn, you-
beats the
you
New
gotta be
Day.
All right. Before we even talk about this, I want to point this out. I thought this was about to be the most corniest shit in the world,
And it
actually
was to a
not.
degree.
Listen, it kind of was, but well, all in all, it was actually a really cool thing. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I think my favorite part
Go ahead.
about it.
Tell him how it went.
So Undertaker's sitting in his home. I don't know how he got this. What real estate agent is giving a house to the Undertaker? Who knows? Undertaker has his house. Do they pull up? They say, I want the urn.
Damn, you're skipping so much shit, dude.
What am I skipping?
Before all of that,
Okay.
I wanted to reiterate that my goal before this was to kill every member of the New Day.
What you
That
did,
was my
of course.
fucking goal.
We'll
What you
get
did.
into that, yeah.
No,
So,
we successfully did it.
so Undertaker's chilling out in his basement. He's welding some shit. He's talking about, I studied the dark arts my entire life. And they start doing like a promo package of like his previous matches and shit. And at the bottom they say on the closed caption it says announcer 1 and 2. Now take a guess who announcer 1 and 2 is.
Asa and Timberlake.
So they have Michael Cole, who he's been a commentator for a long time. He's commentated on
He's been
several.
there. He's commentated.
He's commentated on several Takers matches.
Yeah.
And then we
And
have
Pat
Pat McAfee.
The only other man that is the greatest when it came to calling Undertaker.
Now
match.
I want y'all to get some little context. Pat McAfee started commenting around May of 2021. Undertaker retired November 2020. He has not commentated one Undertaker match in his life.
He's talking about Paul Bearer and shit. He hasn't commentated. Paul Bearer died before this man has ever commentated a single match.
Bearer died 8 years ago. Pat McAfee was still in the league 8 years ago. How the fuck?
Announcer 1 and 2. So he's talking about, the urn consumes souls. Do you think you have the right to challenge me?
All right, I did
Brother.
skip some stuff because then Undertaker's watching New Day clips. He's out here. He's watching
He's
film.
doing his film. Little
watch-
fucking weirdo just spying on.
So
He's watching
here's
Kofi
where the
Kingston matches.
here's where the interactive part comes in. It says, do you take a challenge or are you too scared? And of course we pick we're too scared. And the credits roll.
So where you think you going?
Yeah, halfway through and Taker says, you thought you could get out that easy?
No, I'm saying, Undertaker, if you didn't want us at our house, why oh why did you just let us go? Just let us go home. I did not want to come here anyways.
So
This trick ass house. Ain't nobody want to stay here, bro. Just let me go.
yeah, Big E, Kofi, and Xavier Woods, they roll up to the front door. Xavier Woods obviously does not want to be there. And then Big E and Kofi, they're knocking. They're like, hey, let us in, big man. We want to have the urn. that's basically it.
you, let us in. Now,
We want the urn, sucker.
now, skipping forward a little bit ahead. I think my favorite part about this whole movie thing was Undertaker just made a sandwich out of nowhere, and
We'll get to that.
I just wanted to let that be
Nancy
known.
had sandwich too. That shit was on right.
Bro was eating rye bread, some bologna.
So yeah, well,
That
they're
gotta be
knocking at the
pastrami.
front door. Taker's watching their matches because he's a fucking huge mark, and they said they wanted to use the urn for the power of positivity. So they actually explained why they want the urn, which I'm glad they did. And then all of a sudden, Taker just fucking opens the door for them. I don't know why he would let them in, but it's whatever. And they
He
get in.
didn't want to earn no more.
Yeah, he doesn't want it anymore. So they get in, and then all of a sudden you hear Michelle McCool just saying, "Come upstairs, Kofi. Come up here, please."
Nah, I don't know why Michelle McCool would cheat on the Undertaker with BBC that quickly when Undertaker's inside the household. But Kofi was horny and went upstairs.
Yeah, we picked the go upstairs option because that was one of the two. I think. There's
No, we
two
didn't pick that.
available.
He did that himself. Yeah, he was horny.
No, yeah, sure. So he goes upstairs. There's a big old fucking picture of Paul Bearer, and I can't remember if I just noted this down or if it actually did that, but I think they did the "oh yes" gimmick.
Yeah, they did.
Okay, cool. All right, so
They most definitely did.
Kofi finds some creepy ass painting. It's got the urn in the middle. There's like people fucking I don't know, dying in the picture. And you know, he of course he's trying to figure out where these whispers are coming from, and he just grabs a
Coming
cup.
for the pictures.
He just grabs a cup, puts it up to the picture, and starts listening and shit. So after that, Big E starts calling fucking bloody murder because I don't know. So they come up to him, they come downstairs, or at least Kofi did, because fucking where was Xavier this entire time? I forgot. Because they split up. Xavier went downstairs, right?
He went to record for Up Up Down Down.
Yeah, he went to. Yeah, he called him all
y'all
on his
got
phone.
Y'all got an ad downstairs. Yeah, I'm gonna hook my shit up.
Yeah, y'all got a. Hey, Undertaker, you got a PS5.
They're just playing 2K Battlegrounds because that's the only fucking game Undertaker has on an Xbox because
That
he
is
was paid
true.
to do it.
He had to play with his little kids and got his ass whooped too.
So Xavier stops the recording, comes upstairs, and they find Big E's trapped in the fucking throne in Undertaker's living room.
Like, how did he even get there? We don't know.
He just fucking sat down, just wanted to fucking chill, and he gets fucking.
Bro got
abducted.
tired. He's too big.
Yeah,
I
so
don't do this no more, man. Just sits on the big ass fucking black chair. What are you doing, Biggie?
So they get him out of his fucking chains because Undertaker wants to enslave him, and they realize
The power of positivity, brother.
they realize that the urn is right there. I wrote the ritual has begun. I don't remember if that was an option we chose or that. No. That's what Undertaker had said. The Undertaker was like, "The ritual has begun, brother."
Yeah, that's when fucking Big E just started tweaking.
Yeah, he just went fucking crazy because he got COVID or something. And then so they give us the option: do we want to go upstairs? Do we want to go downstairs? We choose downstairs, of course. And there's just a giant morgue sitting in the Undertaker's basement with actual dead people.
Who's one of the dead people?
The first dead person is Isaac Yankum.
Now, who is that, Bolin?
I don't know, basketball player.
Oh my god.
What do you want me to say? Just Isaac
You were
Yankum.
the only person who didn't fucking pop for it because I knew for a fact you had to think about who that was. You're like, who is Isaac Yankum? Then we had to break it down that it was Kane. You were fucking clueless the whole time.
Wait.
There's any sort of a cameo.
Hold on, you guys never even mentioned that. What?
I ain't
You guys
gonna lie.
joking.
I ain't gonna lie. I didn't even notice.
Yeah, none of you said that was Kane. I don't know what you're talking about.
You do, you know who Isaac Yankum is, right?
I know Glenn Jacobs.
All right, fair enough.
All right, you pass.
No, that's fair. That's a fair point.
I don't know
I know,
who
he
the fuck
passes.
Isaac Yankum is. The fuck.
Nigga, he's a dentist.
Okay.
He has fucked up teeth, but he can fix other people's teeth. I don't know, nigga.
No.
That was the mid-90s.
I guess
crazy.
that's where the Yankum part comes from. So yeah,
Or the DDS. I hate you, nigga.
So yeah.
Why did we do this? I said we shouldn't do the podcast no more.
Every
I
time
told
we do
you
a
I'm-
podcast, Bullen is using all 2 of his brain cells. Anytime
told
he
you.
wants to dish
told
out some
you.
ignorance at us in the VC, he has 2 brain cells in total. He goes on this fucking podcast.
Because let me break it down for you. When he wants to bring some ignorance to the regular VC, just regular VC. Oh, he got all the brain cells in the world because of this podcast. DDD, who is Jay Cargall? Who the
Look,
fuck?
when I watch wrestling, I don't pay attention to shit. I look at people hit each other.
We were watching wrestling.
No, I'm talking about like
We
anything.
were watching a movie.
When I watch media, when I watch media, I just remember the big parts. I don't remember names, locations, or anything. I just fucking forget.
I'm a visual learner.
This dude be watching porn, and I just remember the big time parts of the movie. Nasty bitch. Should be ashamed of
Is this the
yourself.
part where Megan Fox is naked?
So
Oh,
Xavier
she
Woods,
totally nude.
Xavier Woods starts walking through the fog, and he gets to the edge of the fucking hallway, and they're like, "Hey, come follow me." And then we pick the option where we do not follow. We stick with the New Day, the other half of the New Day. And then the Undertaker just pops out of nowhere and says, "Your soul is mine," and he just fucking kills Xavier. He just fucking slices his neck open, then shoots him, and then
That was
burns his
step
body.
number one in our plan.
Yeah. So yeah, he just yanks him and then fucking disappears with him, I guess.
Isaac yanks him.
Isaac yanks him, yeah. And then
Now, who is this quote unquote Isaac Yakum man? Never heard of him in my life.
so yeah, they realize, okay, we can't walk through the fog or else Taker's gonna fucking scare us like he's Slenderman. So they decide to get on top of the fucking I explicitly wrote Kofi hops on Isaac Yankum because that is what
Yeah,
he
who is
does.
that? How you gonna know? I gonna pull Isaac Yankum. You didn't even know who that was before this
Kofi
podcast.
hops on Isaac Yankum and then starts swinging on vines because Vince wanted a part where the black people were swinging around, of course.
Nah, now you got it all conflict. How you gonna put Isaac Yankum? You didn't even know who that nigga was until we just mentioned him.
Because it says it on the little thingamabobber. It says Isaac Yankum, so I wrote that down.
Listen, it's okay that you just wrote that 5 seconds.
I did not write that
5
5 seconds ago. I remember there's a
Okay.
little note tag on his fucking foot that said Isaac Yankum, so I wrote down Isaac Yankum.
But then you don't. Man, fuck you, nigga. Keep going.
Explain to
me
me
off.
where I'm wrong.
Stop pissing me off. Just go. Damn.
So fucking Kofi gets the part of the key, and then he says, or then he gets down, gets jiggy with it with Big U while their music plays.
This
Their
happens
music
a lot.
played so many times during this whole fucking thing,
Yeah.
and I thought it was great.
I don't know why they did it, but I'm glad they fucking did. So they go back upstairs. I looked away, but I'm pretty sure Xavier Woods got shot out of like a fucking casket or something.
Yes.
Yeah, and then they realize that the key doesn't fully work, right? And then all of a sudden Biggie just spits out cum.
Undertaker fucked him.
Long dick style.
Just plain and simple, he just spat up some cum. And then they decide, okay, we're gonna keep searching. They go around and they find this library here, right? And Big E finds this white powder vial that's it's crack.
He found
Undertaker
out-
just
yeah, I
has
was about to say,
crack.
He found out that
It
Undertaker
had the label
is a crack
power
addict.
on it too.
Yeah.
And did they ever like fucking use it at all during the movie? I don't remember.
We'll get to that, don't worry.
Man,
So-
Undertaker's a crack addict. He can't listen to Limp Bizkit. Yeah, I'm a crack addict.
Crack addict. I'm addicted to crack. And they find a secret door. Kofi finds a secret door. He goes through that. We follow him through it. And then we get to Undertaker's little pervert room, okay?
Which is every room, but
Yeah. Kofi gets down there. There's cameras and TVs and all that showing all of his matches and shit, right?
again,
and-
big Mark.
He's a big mark for Kofi for some reason. And then I wrote explicitly, Paul Bearer says, die Kofi, which is more or less what he said. He was saying, oh, you can't face the Undertaker. He's going to kill you.
Oh, die! Oh.
So we choose to face Taker. We're not bitches. We're not going to run away. And then
We of course get our
Undertaker
ass whooped.
Undertaker walks in with a plate and half a fucking cheese and turkey sandwich.
Yeah, this
I don't
is
even
where-
think it was even cheese on there. I think
This
it was
is
just
where-
all pastrami. It was
This is
even
where-
palpable on rye.
This is where I have a little bit of a problem with the Undertaker. Listen, dead man, if that's your real name, you came in this movie, you were cool and shit. Then you go pull out some bullshit like that. How? How dare you, little nigga? I should beat your fucking ass for that. Dead man, you out here eating rye bread, bologna, hella mayonnaise, no cheese.
No cheese.
I know it's dry. I know your mouth need water. So you came here doing that bullshit, Dak. Undertaker, you pissing me off. I hope you rest in peace for real. Just die, nigga. Die. Damn. Pissing me.
So
I don't want to talk about this no more.
yeah,
Taker worked over a sandwich.
Taker uses the Force to kill Kofi because he tried to take his sandwich. Well, he didn't actually try to take it, but we're gonna assume that he was going to.
Because he's black.
He got hungry.
Yes. Then we get back to Big E. There is a big old alligator sitting atop of the fucking bookshelves. So Big E decides to boost Xavier up there, right? Gets up on his shoulders and he boosts him up there. And then all of a sudden, Big E gets possessed by like a cum demon, right? He has his foot on something to keep the alligator's mouth open while Xavier reaches in. And then Big E gets possessed by the cum demon again and he just backs away from it. And then Xavier gets his fucking arm bitten off. He's dead. He's bleeding out. He's gonna die. Big E steps down on the thing again. Xavier comes down. I'm sorry for being racist. Xavier comes down, and he does like the little gimmick where you have your hand inside your sleeve, and he's like, I'm dying! But then he pokes it out. I was like, I fucking got you, you dumbass.
Yeah, it was like when he did that, fucking they were both like screaming and shit. When he pulled out the key, they're both like laughing at the same time too. And the fucking like theme just hit and they were just like getting jiggy with it.
Listen, like honestly, this is the most New Day thing ever.
Yeah.
Bullshit on top of bullshit, but it works. I don't know how, but it works.
Yeah. And then fucking they go back upstairs. Kofi gets thrown out of like an air vent.
Because he died.
Yeah.
We assume he died.
So that's like 2 steps down that we had.
So they have
two more.
They got the second half of the key that they needed to open up the little thing that had the urn locked in it. And then all of a sudden they hear Taker's voice like, "Are you sure you can handle the urn? If you want to touch the urn, you have to face your darkest fears." So they're like, "Oh shit, fuck it." And so they all put their hand on the urn, and we have a choice between Xavier, Kofi, and Big E's fear. We decided to go with Xavier's first. And Xavier Woods is dead. His fear is being dead.
No, I think his fear is being buried alive.
Yeah, basically. He was basically inside of a coffin. He was
exactly what Bullen just said.
yeah, he's trying to bang the fucking thing to open it up, and Taker.
He was trying to fuck the casket, of course.
Taker just sitting outside of it, like, "You must join the dark side, young one." And we decide, no, we're staying loyal to the homies. So he says, "Rest in peace," and just starts covering the casket in fucking dirt.
Piss, bozo, and just starts killing him.
Yeah, he murders Xavier. So. After that one, do you want to get to the rest of their fears, or do you want to save that for later?
So
Get to the
Biggie's fear was spotters.
Yeah,
But Kofi's fear, I don't think this was a fear. I think this was him telling the Fed, "Don't stop fucking with me. Please stop fucking with me." Because his fear, I guess, was... what the fuck was it?
His fear is basically just being put down, being said, "Oh, you can't do this. You're a fucking shitty person. You never amount to anything." That kind of shit.
Now, again, I don't think this was a fear. I think this was just him telling the Fed, "Hey, stop."
Yeah.
His fear was just being booked poorly and getting moss capped.
He was airing out his grievances.
Yeah,
he was truly airing out his grievances.
And to get back to the Big E thing, it was a bit more than just spiders. They had like a little little lock box on his head, and then Undertaker walks up and is like, "So I hear you're afraid of creepy crawlies." And all of a sudden they have like fucking spiders crawl out from a tube into the box and
creepy crawlies, of course.
Yeah.
Now, why is Undertaker such an asshole in this movie, man?
I have no clue. It's crazy to think about. Like, he was the one who let them in. They go to his front door and say, "Hey, can we get the urn?" And he just opens the front door.
What did they do to deserve all this?
I'm telling you. You remember the Undertaker documentary. You remember what he wore.
Oh, it's Mark Calloway.
This is Mark Calloway as well.
Hey, bro. What?
He does it. This first of all, this is not even a gimmick. This is Undertaker in real life.
This is his shoot
There's
house.
no gimmick.
This is his shoot what he does.
I'm convinced that it was his actual house because it was just quite literally a regular room, but Halloween. That's all it was.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
you
This is probably his actual house. They just decorated.
think-
This was like
Oh.
too modern of a house to be a creepy house. There was like no fucking like walls taken down, no nothing. It was
do
just
you
a
think
nice ass
Undertaker-
house.
You think Undertaker dresses up as Mark Calloway for Halloween?
Yes, absolutely.
What do you think Mark Calloway dresses up as?
Probably Kane.
Maybe he's a ghost. He just puts a sheet over his head.
Oh, I think he does that a bit more than just Halloween.
Fuck, I didn't even think about it.
Hold
I didn't
on
even
now.
think about what I
Now you're on
said.
something.
I said it without even thinking about it. All right, yeah, let's keep going.
Now we're talking.
I didn't even think about it until you mentioned it.
Yeah. Okay. So okay. Initially, this is still going back to our initial go through because we went back later and did their fears, but from Xavier's, they were all in coffins. They got out of them, and Taker is just sitting there in his basement, still doing his fucking blacksmithing work. He's
Munching on a bull-fast sandwich.
yeah, and then he turns around and is like, "All right, if you want this urn, you're gonna have to take on me." So we have three choices. We have the Kofi kick, we have Biggie attack, and then we have Xavier Rush, I think it was.
None of them worked.
Yes, none of them work. We went back and tried. I don't even know what Xavier was supposed to do. He just it's whatever.
It was just Xavier charge. That's all
Yeah,
it was.
Xavier charge. Yeah.
Pokemon type shit.
He
We
just
didn't even
runs at him.
attempt. We didn't even attempt to fuck with it. We just knew he was gonna get his shit rocked.
Yeah. So Taker uses he fucking at some I don't think it was immediate, but like maybe a couple seconds after this, he does like the lightning gimmick where he just fucking hits them with the fucking,
Now-
I
Where was this Undertaker when you were wrestling? Where was this? But I think I'm shooting ahead a little bit.
This is Mark
As the
Calloway.
fight, the New Day's whipping on his ass for a little bit. And then New Day thinks, oh, they got him. This nigga starts levitating.
Yeah.
Where was this?
Yeah, that is the next part. Like at some point he just fucking starts floating up, and then in the next part I say Taker executes them all, which I think he just uses the lightning again, I think.
Like, Undertaker, where was this shit when you were wrestling Batista? Where was this?
Like
I,
I don't know, man.
doing all these damn tombstones. Nigga, hit somebody with lightning. What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we
he grabs one of them, I'm pretty sure. He grabs one of them and starts dragging them along. And then Kofi out of nowhere just gets this giant plate and just fucking bashes him in the back of the head with it.
It
And
was the fucking deli platter that
yeah,
he used to make
it's
a
the
sandwich.
giant deli
Man.
platter.
So you don't get this weak ass gabagool the fuck out of here.
he deserves his plate to get fucking broken if he's making that bullshit ass sandwich. This shit pissing me off.
Yeah.
Man,
So then I wrote down sit up gimmick with the choke, so I'm assuming he sits up and chokes one of them. I can't remember which one of them it was.
real
I
quick,
think
going
it
back
was
to the,
Xavier. His boof ass
Oh yeah,
was
it was
hovering over
definitely
him. He's
Xavier.
like,
It was definitely him.
going back into the sandwich thing. What do you think Undertaker gets at Subway? What do you think he's just go to?
Could
I don't know, whatever it is, it's untoasted as fuck. I just know that for a fact.
long with some pastrami.
Pastrami. This nigga gets flatbread like regular. He regularly gets flatbread, 6-inch, but he's like leave 2 inches on it though. So he gets
So
an 8.
So you know his ass is sitting there for 30 minutes rummaging through coupons.
Hold on, son.
He has like a fucking little plastic thing. He's like, on my keychain.
He's like
20% off.
He's like, hold on. I got this coupon, $5 for a foot long.
If that bread has any moisture, you will rest in peace.
Oh no, he likes his bread all moist.
No, I promise you he doesn't. That shit was dry as fuck.
He said, don't make that shit toasted. Make sure it's dry as fuck, and then we'll talk.
He said, put that shit on the microwave.
Hey, bro, can you toast
Soggy
the...
ass pastrami
Hey,
sandwich.
He's like, hey, bro, can we give me the toasted bread? That's it. No meat. Give me the toasted bread.
They're like, what do you want on your
Bread.
sandwich? What do you mean?
Bread.
He said
want bread.
gluten. So what the fuck is gluten? Take that shit out.
He said, I want bread. And then I want bread. Can I get a bread sandwich? This nigga, no, I think we've come to the conclusion the Undertaker asks for bread on a sandwich. I don't know how he does it. He gets pieces of
He's
bread
one
on
of
the
the
sandwich.
dudes to go to the fucking McDonald's, ask for the Big Mac, and then ask for a fourth piece of bread on it. Any
like, hey,
fucking
bro.
burger with the sandwich and with a fucking piece of bread in the middle. That motherfucker you're dry as shit. Like you're dank, dude. Like
Alright,
you are
so-
nasty as fuck.
I ate a Big Mac for the first time this year.
Mm.
It is not good, bruh. That shit, boof. The lettuce, boof. The meat on the sandwich, swear to God, shit tastes like cow ankles. I don't know how. Shit tastes like cows. Cow ankles. Shit
Yeah, I
was
hear ya.
boof. Oh yeah, Undertaker. Yeah, he died.
Yeah.
Undertaker died.
So he sits up, grabs Xavier for the choke, and then we have the choice between taking the urn and destroying the urn. And our initial
We
run,
took the urn.
yes, in our initial run, we take the urn, or we attempt to
And we
take
got-
it.
Boom, a lot
Taker
of gang
then
shit.
blows up for some reason, and then when they try to grab the urn, they get teleported away.
Now we said, fuck this. This nigga's gotta die. So we went back. And let me tell you something. I never felt so satisfied in my life. Shit.
Yes. So Biggie, they decide. Actually, no. Before this, so like, they get the urn. Taker's just bitching. Taker's just bitching at this point.
stop!
No, stop.
Oh, please.
And then it's
My
like,
family.
you don't have the power. You don't have the moxie. So Big E, the greatest man in the fucking world right now, I'm telling you. He fucking pops open that powder from earlier. He takes all of that fucking crack. He gets yoinked and just fucking obliterates this fucking urn. I think he did it with a sledgehammer, right?
Now I would love to say that it wasn't crack. But guessing off how he built and powered up, that was definitely crack.
Yeah.
Undertaker,
It is
He
crack
popped a
or
bean.
steroids.
Undertaker on his off day just sells crack to people.
Yeah. That's how he gets money, you know?
I had Carl's Jr. during this, and I was like, I don't know what it is about Carl's Jr. that gets me so hyped and shit. I was like screaming throughout the whole thing at fucking everything. Like,
You were so
I-
fat.
Dude, we were
Nah,
all
hold on.
losing it.
That was actually the most fattest thing I've ever heard you say. You got
I don't know why.
excited.
I just love Carl Jr. They got like
You-
fucking crack in that shit. They got power. Whatever shit Undertaker
Bro,
had in his urn,
bro,
they put
bro,
that
and
shit
Carl
in the
Jr.
sandwich.
Bro, ate Charles Jr.
So
I
yeah.
swear it's not even that
See, when
good,
Undertaker goes to Carl Jr., let me get it.
Get the bread
Gluten
sandwich.
free.
You think Undertaker gets that lettuce sandwich, replaces the bread
No,
with lettuce?
not a chance. He said extra bread. Hold the
He
bread.
just
He's
asked,
like,
he asked
he's
for a
like, "Can I-
sandwich, and when he fucking gets it, he opens it, sees their stuff on. He's like, "What the fuck is this?"
I asked for a sandwich. I asked for a fucking sandwich, not a
For a
buffet.
sandwich, not a fucking. Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Buffet. All this meat and cheese. Get the shit off my
What we
shit.
took away from the whole experience, we killed the New Day, and Undertaker's a nasty bitch.
No, we didn't kill the New Day. The New Day killed Taker in the end. They kill
we
him.
killed New Day
They go through a coffin and come outside. The
And they
fucking
start-
they end up in front of his yard or something, and then the fucking music hits.
They start dancing on niggas. They
Yeah.
danced on his grave.
Also, for
I
some
felt
reason,
bad for the Undertaker after that because I promise you, nobody visits his ass because of this same shit right here.
I just wanted a
They
friend.
said
for some
Sha-
reason, oh yeah,
Michelle
yeah.
says, "Hey yo, Sean's coming over. You got Undertaker to full gear, just spying on him and shit, and he has to go through the whole fucking thing. Just Shawn Michaels."
You think Undertaker did this just to have a friend? No, wait. This is how I have friends. No.
For some reason, at the end of my notes, I just have Black Edge.
Oh yeah. Because Kofi's fear at the end was like him just going fucking straight up goth, and he just looked like Black Ed for like a whole
Yeah.
minute.
He just straight up was Black Edge. It was crazy.
Oh, God. Oh, it's a new day. Here it is.
Oh, it's a new day. Oh,
Yes, it is.
so yeah, that was the Netflix Undertaker versus
No.
the New Day
No
special.
pastrami. Fuck pastrami. And
No
you
meat,
know what I got for this?
no cheese.
I got from this. There's that Undertaker does not want the sandwich. He just wants the sand part. And he likes to get dry. Real nasty.
Corny as fuck, but I agree with you.
Yeah, I hear you.
Hey, might have been corny, but it's true.
Yeah.
And that's it.
So the Untitled Fit segment. What do you have for us,
Oh
Snoop?
man.
I thought I wasn't gonna do this segment. So what I got is my man, Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner, and the fit that I chose is a legendary fit. It's him in the pimp suit when he called himself the Purple Warrior. It said, Ric Flair, you banana nosed, butts fucking sucking butt. This is also where he says, and I quote this. You know, I asked myself, why did it get the Nature Boy number 2 and not Nature Boy, the original Buddy Roberts?
Roberts.
And then, oh yeah, he is dead. God rest his soul. But
No, I know Buddy
he's-
Rogers. No, I know Buddy Rogers is dead. God rest his soul. Yeah, that is a great segment and a possibly even greater fit.
Are we done now?
Nah.
I mean, oh, what? What do you want to predict? What do you want to predict?
I predict that next week's wrestling is gonna suck. That's it.
I hear
God
you.
damn.
That is a great
not wrong.
prediction.
That's every week. Say that shit all year.
And I'm not wrong on all of them.
That is true.
You're not wrong.
Nope.
It looks like
Is
shit.
that
It looks like we're
it? Are
running
we
out of
done?
time, boys, ladies
Did we
and
escape
gentlemen.
the Undertaker?
No, Mark Calloway. We scared Mark.
I made you a sandwich.
Undertaker, where's the turkey? What? Turkey.
You mean fake chicken?
Blueface asking where's the meat was just him fucking having dinner at Undertaker's fucking house.
Nigga, where's the meat?
Where's the meat?
All right. I'm done.
Oh,
I hate
shit.
this whole
Oh,
gimmick.
shit.
Can't
We're
believe
out
we
of time.
talked
Oh
about
no,
the
ladies and gentlemen, we're
Undertaker.
running out of
Oh,
time here.
God.
Oh shit, we only got
Oh,
10
God.
seconds. Oh no,
Oh,
my god,
God.
oh my goodness. Oh shit.
Undertaker's coming.
Oh, Undertaker's coming. Oh shit. SpongeBob Undertaker. No!
Oh, shit.
No!
SpongeBob on the screen. Do it now.
No!
SpongeBob's on the screen.
SpongeBob, no!
Twerking.
SpongeBob,
He's shaking ass. He's shaking ass.